What's up, what's up, what's up, you guys? What's up? How you doing today? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Gardening with SkinnyBoyRandy. How you doing today? Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're new to my channel, click like and subscribe, you guys. Yeah, leave a thumbs up, thumbs down, just like 2 middle fingers, okay? Okay, thank you so much for being here. If you're new to my channel, leave a comment. Share with your social media and slide on over to my Facebook group, Gardening with SkinnyBoyRandy, where beginners and experts are also welcome. If I can't answer a question here, you best believe they'll answer it over there, because them some answering question people. Okay, okay. Thank you so much for being here. If nobody told you they love you today, I do. SkinnyBoyRandy loves you. I just want to make a quick video for you guys. I hope you're having a great, growing, blessed, and prosperous day. Sorry for being hunched over, but I just wanted to get a shot of what we're doing and what we're working with right now, okay? Now, if you're thinking about doing a raised bed or amending your soil, this video is for you. We're going to talk about all the different types of soil, you guys. I know it can get confusing. A lot of people think, oh, well, you just go out here and buy a bag of soil. If it says soil, just go get it. No, don't work that way. Okay, don't work that way. You need to make sure you're getting the right soil for what you're trying to do. Okay, so let's just start from the beginning. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. Let's start with the seed starting. If you can get you a bag of seed starting mix, like I said, this comes from the Dollar Tree, which I love dearly, but they sell all different types of seed starting mix, you guys. The seed starting mix is very light, normally doesn't have any nutrients. Some seed starting mix has nutrients in it, but mostly it's like either Coco Coir, perlite, and a little bit of Coco Coir, perlite, or either a little peat moss and vermiculite, or however they want to blend it up. But it makes it very, very soft and fluffy, and your seeds can germinate quickly through this soft soil. So when you're starting your seeds, you want to start off with your seed starting mix if you can. So that's what the seed starting mix is. Like I said, you guys, I know some of you are like this. Why are you telling us this? Because some people need to hear it. Okay, thank you so much for being here. So that's your seed starting mix. Next, you have topsoil. This is called potting soil, but this is really, like, to me, it's like a topsoil. This comes from the Dollar Tree. They call it a potting soil, but it's the same texture and weight as a topsoil to me. But you can use it as a potting soil. Things take a little longer to germinate in this. It dries out very quickly. I'm not going to tell you, I ain't got to lie, Craig. I'm going to tell you what I know. Okay. It dries out very quickly, and if you don't keep it watered, it would turn into like almost a piece of cement. But yeah, I call this topsoil, but on the bag it says potting soil, but this is a very heavy soil, you guys. You can normally use your topsoil. We're just going to keep calling this topsoil, okay? Use your topsoil to fill your raised beds at the bottom, just so you don't have to use as much of your good gardening soil. So you would use topsoil to do that. You also use topsoil to go around a lot of your borders, just to fill in your spaces, you guys. That's what you use your topsoil for. Then you have potting mix. Like I said, some things will be called potting soil, but we were referring to this as topsoil. But yeah, they can call it potting soil or potting mix. Now the difference in potting mix and gardening soil in bags is potting mix normally comes with a lot of fertilizers, a lot of vermiculite or perlite, whatever they want to put in the bag, versus gardening soil, because gardening soil is going right into your ground. But we're going to stick to potting soil. This is good for when you're starting your container garden, you guys, your porch, deck, patio, apartment. This is the perfect thing to start in. Potting soil, made for your pots. I don't have to throw some soils in here, did you? Okay. But yeah, you guys, use your potting soil. And I always try to get the best potting soil I can, and not spending a lot of money, but the best that I can afford when planting in containers and pots, because you're not going to have the nutrients and everything that Mother Nature has in the ground, like worms and different nutrients that Mother Nature produces automatically in her soil. So that's why you buy the potting soil. It tries to mimic Mother Nature as much as possible. So that's your potting soil. Then you have garden vegetable soil. Gardening soil. This is made for flowers and garden. Ooh, y'all, I'm getting I'm holding that bag. I'm like, let me put that bag down if I wind up in 912. I be done fell out. And come on back. Yes, you guys, you ain't got to call 911. You ain't got to call it because I ain't got no money to get a prescription. I ain't got no money. So yes, you guys, this is gardening soil. Now, your gardening soil is perfect for amending your gardening bed, especially raised beds. Or if you have an in-ground garden and you have clayish type soil, you want to get that clayish type soil moist, because that clay type soil can get so thick and compact and moisture can hardly seep through it. It will hold moisture, but it will just be so tight and compressed. You want to loosen that up so your roots can have room to play around in the garden. Okay, so that's what the gardening soil is for. The gardening soil is made to put into your garden ground. Okay, the outside garden, your raised beds or your in-ground garden, when you're trying to amend, that's when you use your garden soil. That's the difference between garden soil and potting soil. Potting soil is really made for potting. Yeah, and gardening soil is not going to have the vermiculite and all that good stuff. This has a fertilizer in it. It's a 543 NPK, but it has a fertilizer in it that feeds up to 9 months. Now, the potting soil will have fertilizer in it. It'll have, sometimes it'll even include worm castings or whatever. But that's the difference. It's not going to have the vermiculite. It's not made for the pots because it's going to get very heavy when you go to water it, because it's meant to be in the ground most of the time, you guys. But if you don't have anything but this, use it. Okay. And now, we're going to talk about peat moss. Now, this is a main ingredient you can use. Get you a little close. Peat moss. The sphagnum peat moss. Yes, you guys, I just went to Lowe's and did a major haul because I have 3 raised beds to put together. But your peat moss is great for holding moisture. It's a wonderful addition to any raised bed. It can be the basis of your raised bed. You can put like 2 of these in a 3 foot by 6 feet garden bed, or it's made for 3 cubic feet per bag, and this is about $11 at Lowe's. Maybe it was 10 on sale. But yeah, you guys, if you can take you a couple of bucks and try to get you some peat moss for your raised beds. If you can only get 1 for your raised bed and then mix it in with this and that, and then the black cow, we'll talk about that in a minute, do that. The peat moss will serve you well. Now, peat moss is a moss that has been fermented and aged, and they pack it all down into a container just like this. See? Just like that. Big bag. Now we can put 2 of these in our raised beds and then amend it with our other soil mixture, and we'll be just fine. So if you want to know the perfect gardening mix, peat moss, your garden soil, and some black cow. Now, also Coco Coir. If you just want to amend a small garden bed and you don't have money to go out here and get no peat moss on all this, you can buy Coco Coir bricks. Coco Coir bricks expands like 1,000 times their size, okay? Yes, once you put water on this, it really expands quadruple its size, and you can use that just like the peat moss. You can use Coco Coir. Pretty much, either one, you can use peat moss or Coco Coir. I just found that the peat moss comes in a bigger bag for a cheaper price versus getting the Coco Coir brick. Coco Coir is great for starting seeds as well. I've started seeds just with Coco Coir. But yeah, between peat moss and Coco Coir, that's going to get that moisture holding that you need in your soil, especially if you're trying to amend your clay soil. Get you some peat moss or either Coco Coir. Now, the last but not least, black cow. Now, black cow is one of the top of the line products on the gardening market, but it's not expensive at all. It's like $4 a bag, $4.98 or $4.50, depending on, you can find it on sale different areas, different places. But it's a 555 NPK, and it's pretty much the composted manure from some top bred cows. And cows eat up all the greens. Growing up on the farm in North Carolina, we see the cows eating up all the greens. They love grass and greens and all that good stuff. And when they expel that, oh yeah, we want to use that. And when they expel that, you get this compost manure, and it's aged to perfection, so you can use it. Great for your raised beds. And it doesn't smell that bad at all. And it actually gives your soil such a deep, dark, rich color. Okay, you guys? So, yes, that's what you use the black cow manure for. So, when I'm going to do my raised beds, I'm going to do peat moss. For 1 bag of peat moss, I'm going to use 1 bag of black cow, 1 bag of gardening soil. Okay? 1 bag of gardening soil, 1 thing of peat moss, 1 thing of black cow. Perfect soil combination. If you don't have the peat moss, use the Coco Coir, some type of compost or manure, and your garden soil. Okay, so you take what you have and make it work. But I just wanted to break it down because I know some people are like, what's all this soil? I don't know the difference between garden soil, potting mix, all that good stuff. But there you have it. I hope I helped you out today. Don't forget, click like and subscribe. Live, love, laugh, you guys. Grow stuff and eat it. You're the best. Let me find this button.